Hello, my name is Michael Lang. I'm a resident choreographer here at the Toledo Ballet and with TAPA. And welcome to Choreographer's Corner. This is a little something I decided to do. I know we're all kind of changing our world right now, so I just wanted to offer something until we can kind of get back on track and all get together again and enjoy the arts. We miss being out there. There's some performances that we're not doing right now. Petrushka was supposed to open this week, and I was really looking forward to that one, but we're all in this together, as they say. And so in the meantime, we're trying to do some things that just reaches out to the community and says, thank you for supporting us, thank you for being there for us, and we are still there for you. So we hope that you feel that, we feel that, and we are very thankful and grateful for that fact. Choreographer's Corner, I thought it'd be interesting. My wife and I, Lisa Mayer, we got here back in 2006, I believe, and we were actually on our way to Ann Arbor. We were going to open a little performing arts center up there, and my wife came in to take a class at the Toledo Ballet where she grew up. She grew up here from age 6 and danced with the company until age 18 when she went to New York. And had a Broadway career in New York City and trained with some of the greatest ballet teachers in the world. We met doing Beauty and the Beast there in the late 90s and early 2000s. And after a couple surgeries and a couple kids, we decided to hang up the dancing shoes and pass the torch. And so we headed back here. And like I said, we were heading up to Ann Arbor, and then Marie Vogt approached Lisa Mayer and asked her if she would be interested in being the school director. And as the saying goes, the rest is history. And we are so glad we did. We've enjoyed our tenure here. The kids are fantastic. And I've got to do things that I don't think I even imagined I would be doing. And one of the things is creating the annual spring productions. And I've really enjoyed this. I had a lot of ideas up here that some of them I was not even aware of. And it's given me a playground that I really, really enjoy. I love having a vision in my head and then giving that vision to my performers and to my crew and to my costumer and my set designer and watching it come to life right before my eyes and then seeing the final product. And these kids, I would have never dreamt that I could come to a place like Toledo, Ohio and work with kids this age and see a product come to life before my eyes that looks like a professional company. I'm in awe of these children, and they work so hard in here day in, day out. I know they can't wait to get back. We've been doing virtual classes, which has been good to keep it going, but I know they're all missing the studio quite a bit. But in the meantime, what I want to do with Choreographer's Corner is take you through a journey of the last 13 to 14 years of our shows. And like I said, a lot of them have been original ideas out of my head. Some of them have been books that I have brought to life, like The Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. And so I know it's really exciting for some people to get a behind the scenes look at the arts. You see all of this amazing stuff happen on stage, which almost seems like magic. And a lot of people are not exactly aware of just how much work goes into these to make it look so easy. These kids are working day in, day out, and then the classes, and then the all-night rehearsals, and it's just, it's a lot of work, and they really are dedicated to this, and I'm in awe of these kids and what they put into making these shows a reality. So when we got here, the first spring production was Ballet Tapestry of American Music. Now, if I'm completely honest, that was not my idea. When we got here, I started teaching classes, Lisa started running the school, and this was already an idea from the people that were running the school before us. They'd already said, hey, we're gonna do this show, and it's all about composers and American music and dance to that music. People started asking me, what are we doing for Ballet Tapestry? What are we doing for Ballet Tapestry? And I said, I don't know, what's Ballet Tapestry? So we had a meeting, we talked about it. Now when Lisa and I came on board, one of the things we said, ballet companies these days have to move a lot of different ways. You know, one day they're doing Coppelia and Don Q, and then the next day they have Crystal Pite or some, City Labrie Chakawi coming in and putting some weird morphed piece on them, and they have to learn to move in a completely different way. So the contemporary world and the ballet world have really married. It's not really a new thing. I mean, Twyla was doing it in the 70s, Twyla Tharp, and it's, you know, if you even go back to Ballet Russe, Nijinsky was doing Rite of Spring, which was one of the shows that we'll visit on the wall here. But his work was very turned in and dunk, 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 you know, all this kind of like, I'd say the beginnings of modern contemporary ballet. And so, you know, this has been a thing for a long time. If you go to New York, if you go to Europe, different places, being a classical ballet dancer only is not really a thing anymore. They have to move in a lot of different ways, and you need to be studying all those different ways. So we're very proud of the fact that we offer contemporary dance. We offer musical theater, because that was Lisa and I's road that we took. We offer tap, jazz, hip hop, voice lessons, musical theater, I think I said that, acting classes. You know, and the thing is even if you're on the ballet track, a lot of these kids really get a lot from these other genres, and they take that to their ballet. So it just makes you an overall better performer, in my opinion. So that was our agreement. We said, yes, we will come in here, but we want to expand the horizons to more than just classical ballet. And we still teach ballet, obviously. We still are the Toledo Ballet, and the ballet is always the foundation of all dance, really. But like I said, they need to learn a lot more than that to survive out there in company work these days. So anyway, we had a meeting about Ballet Tapestry. And when I started thinking about a tapestry, I started thinking, well, what is a tapestry? You know, it's a bunch of different threads woven together to make one beautiful piece of artwork. And so I had seen a show years ago when I lived in Los Angeles. I went to Laguna in California there, and there's a show they have called Pageant of the Masters. And it's pretty incredible. If you ever are out there and get the chance to see it, it's pretty awesome. They bring to life master artworks right before your eyes, and these people walk into these large frames, and all of a sudden they pose into these recreated master artworks. And that came to my mind when we thought of this. I thought, what if we kind of took all these different genres and we wove them together to make one tapestry, and we would just kind of piece all these different things to life. And so we had a musical theater section, we had a ballet section that Gen Horiuchi from St. Louis Ballet, he was in New York City Ballet for years. Lisa and Gen did Cats together. They owned a dog together, so there's the animal connection. But Gen came in, did a ballet piece, and oh gosh, what else did we have? We had so many different, we had Carrie Wilde did a modern piece. So there was a lot of different things that were going on that we combined together to make one show, but we would freeze it into a tapestry. And so when we took on this challenge, a lot of these kids had never taken a jazz class. They had never taken a musical theater class. So it was a whole journey for them that they were not familiar with. And we were really just learning the ropes. We were learning the ropes in a lot of different ways. It was the first show I had ever done. I'd always been on stage up to that point, and so I was going on the other side of the artistic table. And the kids were learning new styles of dance, but to do that in a show was a little daunting for some of them because they had never done anything besides classical ballet. So it was our first venture, really, in Ballet Tapestry, which is what I called it. I don't think I would have went all the way with Of American Music, that kind of. But anyway, so that was our first journey together, and yeah, it kind of just went from there. It was well received. Sally Valongo back then was writing for The Blade, and she wasn't sure what to make of it. She said, "This is different than anything I've seen." And as we'll journey through some of our shows, you'll see that my mind, we're not always sure what's going on inside there. It could be a little warped, but hopefully artistic and fun at the same time. So anyway, I'm going to interview a bunch of people, like I said, some dancers that are currently here, some dancers from our past who have went on into companies, different companies in the world, and some of my crew, some of my costume designer, my stage manager, and just give you a little reveal of the curtain and show you a little bit behind the scenes of what happens. So I hope you enjoy these, and I look forward to putting them together. I will see you next time.